Hi, Mary.
Hello.
Hi,
How are
I'm
you?
doing good. How are you?
Doing fine, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Good, 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 good. Howdy, howdy.
How are you doing?
Doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Just all right?
well, yeah, kind of. Just trying to keep myself motivated.
Yeah, I feel like that's everybody right now. Seems like.
So many things going on.
What's going on particularly for you?
Well, I mean, just all this job I don't know, nothing really, but just not motivated like I used to be.
Well, I think that the past year, year and a half has made a lot of people feel like that. So don't bully yourself for that feeling. That's completely normal. The world has been weird and made everyone feel a lack of motivation for whatever that's worth.
But I'm excited. I watched the video. I loved it.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
And I guess I'll be coming out with a lyric video of Trouble Nights. So,
Nice.
but I have a friend that's going to do it for me. And
Excellent.
I sent all this stuff to him. So hopefully that comes out. Well, I have one already posted. It's just a song. And
Mm-hmm.
then I just posted up for October, so hopefully it will release in October when on YouTube. So
Very
so I'm getting there.
well. Then that sounds like you're pretty motivated to me. You're putting stuff out. That's something. That's huge.
Yeah. And then the album, hopefully that will come out next year
Excellent. Excellent.
with all the songs that I've done in the past.
Yeah. We released them as singles and now they come out as an album. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Um, what are your three favorite things in Nashville? That it can be a restaurant, a bar, or a place to eat.
Oh, geez. My three favorite things in Nashville. Shoot, like you could ask me this right now and I'll probably change my mind in like the next day. Um, Three favorite things in Nashville. Most of my favorite things in Nashville are actually nature related. Like places to hike and go. So, like in actual Nashville, I love going to Radnor Lake and hike. Um, really, and is that even my favorite place? I don't know, because Edwin Warner Park is also awesome. But any of the hiking places around Nashville are awesome. If you let me go a little bit on the outskirts of Nashville, my absolute favorite place in the nature element of things would be the Beeman Nature Center. I started going there during COVID and taking Eliza. And there's this amazing like creek shale, and it's an easy hike, but you can also do more complicated hikes. You can wade in the creek, and it's quiet, it's not busy. So for me, a lot of my favorite parts about Nashville are the natural elements, the quiet spaces to go. These days we don't go out much to restaurants just because the nature of things, but when we do, we order takeout. And Some of our favorite takeout places are still things like we love Martin's Barbecue. There's quite a few barbecue places that we like. Martin's is way up there. That's one of my favorite places to eat. I love it. We liked Epis a lot, which was Ethiopian food. Wonderful. Um, and let me think. What would be like a bar that I really like? Because again, we haven't been out to bars in a
Hmm.
while. But when we did, I'm trying to think of like the best places that we really, really liked and would hang out. I mean, a lot of the places that I went closed. So like one of my favorite places that I used to go all the time was Douglas Corner. They had one of the best open mics. The bartender Rhonda is still like a great friend. Love her. Met some of the coolest people there. And unfortunately, it is now closed from 2020. Um, and then I also have like my favorite places to take Eliza. I love the Nashville Zoo so much. It's amazing there. So it's up there for one of my top places. Yeah, that's a long-winded answer.
Oh, it's okay. I was just curious because I was watching something on TV and it said, "What's your favorite three favorite places?" Or what did I tell them? That's a good question. Um, but I'm very excited for my sister
Mhm.
because she's gonna have my niece,
I know, it's so exciting.
and she's due in November the 7th. I'm very excited. That's soon. Well, kind of soon.
Very
Um, she just had her shower last weekend.
soon.
So the whole family was in town from the East Coast, kind of mostly, but it was fun.
That's great. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. Everybody is excited for it.
Yeah, definitely. New life, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Um, so have you been still writing new stuff besides your new stuff that just came out?
I have been, yes. I've got two, well, I guess technically three that are in the works for production right now. One is like almost done. And I want to prep it with cool artwork and have a video before I actually release it. So I don't know if I'll release it before the end of 2021 or not, or save it for 2022. Um,
Mhm.
but I mean, definitely the very beginning of 2022, new music will be out. And I've got another one that's like kind of the midway production point. It's that I'm very excited about. And then another one that's like the beginning of production. And then always writing. And then I've also got a lot of stuff that I'm doing projects with other people. Like I'm doing an like kind of a metal project with a couple of guys that I've met throughout 2020. I'm working on a project called Atomic Boxer with my friends Dan and Rachel. That's really cool. That's very, I would say like electronic, eccentric electronic of sorts,
Uh,
experimental in a lot of ways. So lots of projects coming out, which is exciting. I love it. Really love
so
it.
this new music, do you think it's going to be different than the new album that just came out? Like a
My,
different kind of sound?
no, the stuff that's my music that I've written that I'm working on, it's still within the same wheelhouse, and like there's evolution, right? Like in everything that I put out, there's evolution in the music, and it all sounds a little bit different. It's new songs, but it's the same voice, it's the same person, it's the same perspective. I'm still a piano player. So you're going to get that same feeling from the new music from me with that. The other projects that I work on, like the side projects,
Yeah.
those are all incredibly different, which is super cool and super fun. So you'll get a little bit of everything from that.
That's exciting
Yeah, it's really fun.
that you're working with Rachel.
Oh yeah, Rachel Epp. Yeah, yep. It's super cool to work with her. I mean, obviously we've known each other for like what 12 or 13 years now. And, we used to sing with each other back in the day. And, we've always stayed in touch, but COVID really got us to talking almost every single day and working together a lot and stuff like that. So it's been great.
Do you remember? I do have her CD somewhere in my house or in my apartment or what would you call it?
Oh, so good. Her music is just heavenly. And she's been writing a bunch too. I'm trying to get her inspired to put some new music out as well, because she's got a ton that hasn't been released, and I mean, she has enough to do a full album. So I hope she'll do it. We'll see.
Have you been doing anything with your daughter?
Oh my, yeah, every day, every single day. She's in school now, and she goes 5 days a week. But she gets done at 2, and then it's like instant play until she goes to bed. We do all the things. And, we've started decorating for Halloween. That's like our big thing right now. So we've done a lot of dress up, we've done a lot of decorating and playing with skulls and pumpkins and spider webs.
Mhm.
In fact, we talked just tonight over dinner that we're going to go buy a bunch of pumpkins this weekend to finish decorating the front. She wants to make some jack o' lanterns. So that's our plan. Um, and I guess just a couple of weeks ago, we took a family trip. It was me and Dave and Eliza. We just did like a driving trip to just outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee, to Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. And it's on Lake Nickajack. And, got a little Airbnb. It was right there on the lake. We did kayaking and paddle boarding and just had a nice, relaxing time. So, yeah, Eliza and I are pretty much always together when she's not at school.
I was have you watched that movie called um I think it's Halloween, the new one that just are coming out.
Called Halloween?
Yeah, I think it's Halloween or um it's like with the guy with the mask.
Oh, like the scary movie, not a kid's.
Yeah.
Oh, have I seen the Halloween movies?
Yeah.
Yes. Now there's a new one that I don't even know. I have to check, but I don't even know if it's released yet. But there's like the new of the new. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
come
I
out.
think that one comes out the on Halloween.
Probably so. Yeah. So I obviously haven't seen that, but I've seen all of the others. The Michael Myers movies, of course. Yes, 100%.
Because I saw the first one, I think it was
Like
in
original, like the old school one from the 70s.
no, I think it was with one of the ladies. I forget what she was in. What I don't know. There was a Halloween movie is coming out.
Are you talking about Jamie Lee Curtis when she's like a little bit?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Got it.
I saw that one a couple of years ago when I was in college, and then because my roommate kind of dragged me out of the house and said, "You better watch this," as I was kind of scared watching it, but then I said, whatever.
I mean, you know me. I watch all of the horror movies. There's very few horror movies that I haven't seen. It's kind of like my favorite thing. So,
But I don't think I'll see the next one. But I don't know. If I'm with somebody, I guess if it's in the morning, maybe it will be much better than in the night.
you've got plenty of time to get over it, not just have to go right to bed.
Yeah, just hide under the covers or something.
Yeah, for sure.
But those are most ones I've watched. Um, but what else? Um, still baking.
Oh,
That's yeah. Um,
Amazing. We went through them so fast when you sent them to us. I mean, they hardly lasted like several days, and you sent us a big box of them.
I did, yeah.
Between me and my husband and my kid, they were gone. We're like all cookie monsters in this house. So they were donezo. They didn't take long. They were delicious.
I mean, everybody loves them.
Mhm. They're so good.
I'm gonna make some with some friends with on Saturday. So trying to figure out I have so many new stuff in my house. So it's like, oh, maybe we can do a peanut butter, pumpkin,
Mm.
what else we can do? Sprinkles and chocolates. I don't know, just random weird stuff.
That sounds decadent.
Um, but I still wear the necklace and all
Yeah.
the bolo ties. I still have the camera one.
Nice.
uh, and yesterday, oh, well, last weekend I got my aunt does eyebrows.
Mhm.
So she like so I got my eyebrows done, and then so then my friend's daughter got hers for the first time. Um so I mean she does everybody's eyebrows when she comes to town.
Nice. Does she wax them or tweeze
Yeah.
them, thread them? Waxes?
Yeah.
Nice.
She did a couple she did J Lo's eyebrows.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Um I think she did Megan Fox. Um well when J Lo was in New York one time for I think it was American Idol.
Hmm.
I guess my aunt got into contact with her publicist or something, and then she she asked her to do it, I guess, at the
Nice.
time. So she has, a couple of people.
Yeah, we would say she has cred. She has credentials.
I mean, she did a couple of housewives or something. But
Cool.
um um but yeah, just hanging in there and trying to figure out what to do next with the writing. I mean, I looked online, maybe you were telling me about Taxi.
Hmm.
So I was looking that up
Hmm.
and see how I could send my music to them. Um, it's very difficult,
Yeah,
but
well, it costs money, and a lot of the things cost money, which can be really discouraging. And I think you can look at it several ways. When you write music, you have a product. And anybody that has a product and wants to create a business is going to have to spend money on that business. That's the way I've always looked at it. So I'm willing to put some money up front for publicity, or to get supplies, or to do travel, or again, for different. I look at Taxi as like, some business people go to conferences. Like, that's kind of in
uh,
the wheelhouse. You've got to get your name out there somehow and your music out there somehow. And yeah, sure, there are those people that just kind of magically land on a playlist and blow up on Spotify, or their music just hits somebody's ears at the right time. But when you think about how many people do music and how many of those people have a gajillion songs just on their own, it's tough. So if you can set yourself up for success in as many ways as possible, great. So that's why I've worked my hardest to be on every possible platform, especially any free ones. So social media wise, Facebook, Instagram, back in the day, MySpace, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. Now I'm even on TikTok, which like
yeah.
kind of is a gut punch, but I still do it. Um, so I'm present. SoundCloud, present, and then things like Reverb Nation. I love Reverb Nation, all of those. And then a lot of times opportunities will present themselves from that. And then, with things like taxi costs money, a yearly subscription. And then you have to pay to submit. And like that can get expensive. But if you believe in what you're doing, why wouldn't you pay to submit? And so, and a lot of people would argue and say, you should never have to pay to submit. Okay, that's cool. So then what's the alternative? So the alternative would be to watch a whole bunch of shows, right? Or a bunch of movies, if licensing is what you want. Watch all the shows, all the movies, and listen. What's getting placed? Is your music what's getting placed? Do you hear what your music sounds like? If so, if you go, oh, my music sounds like that, who's the music supervisor on that show? Look at the credits. See if you can contact that music supervisor, which is probably not going to go well because they're not going to take cold calls. But you try to
Yeah.
find ways, whether it's through Twitter or LinkedIn, or maybe be at a conference that they're going to go to or whatever, and try and get in those back ways to meet the actual person, the person that's going to sync your song. And that's, kind of the only other way to do it, I think. There may be, again, you can get a publishing deal. Those, I think, are few and far between as well, especially good ones. I'm a big believer that I'm not going to sign a publishing deal and turn over rights to my music if you don't give me money. And a lot of publishing deals are like, sign over the rights to your songs. We're not going to give you any upfront money, but we're going to do things for you. And I don't believe that there's any incentive there. If you haven't already paid me money and you have some ownership in that, then why would you work hard for my music, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
So, again, you can find the right publishing deal, you can find the right licensing deal, but everything has to line up the right way.
The weirdest things I've been getting in my emails, I don't know, random record labels or indie labels have been like messaging me and saying, oh, we found your music on blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking, how did you find my music? I mean, what song have you listened to?
That's the best question you can ask is what's the song that actually attracted you? Because so many of them are scams. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. I mean, I get those too, and it's unfortunate. And it's like, and ultimately, if you let them talk long enough, they want money from you.
Yeah, I just delete them, but after I write back and I say, oh, what songs have you listened to? But they don't answer. So I'm thinking, oh, don't forget, just delete those.
And every once in a while, there will be one that might be worthwhile, but so many people are being predatory to indie artists, which is so sad because it's not like we, as indie artists, have that much money to give people anyway. Why
Yeah.
why us? Because we're desperate. But
Yeah.
it's just sad. But so many are scammy, and same with like the promotion things like I can get you 5,000 followers on Instagram for just $100, and it's like, yeah, but why? I don't. Why would I want that? So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all about building relationships. Anybody that's willing to have a conversation with you on the phone, that's a good first step. And I am very hesitant to sign anything that is exclusive, that says in perpetuity, that turns over all of my rights in any capacity. I will never turn over my copyright. No. My songs are my songs. If you want to have like some control and have some publisher or whatever, that's cool with me if the price is right.
Well, all my songs are back safely with my friend, and he doesn't do anything with them besides mastering them or making them very good for me. But I don't I have all the other stuff, but I don't have all the music that's with him is safe and sound, and nobody's touching it besides him. and I'm having fun with that because he's good at what he does.
Yeah. Well, and
Um,
this year I would technically, I guess, assume that he's your like producer.
mhm.
And I would say that if you haven't already, maybe the first step, if you're wanting to get involved in licensing, is to choose what's called a PRO, which is a performing rights organization. So that's ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, one of those. And they're going to help collect royalties for you if anything does get placed. And
I signed up for that.
which one?
The BMI.
That's great.
So I'm happy for that. I have that somewhere on my phone and the other ones.
For BMI, you want to register every song with them that you've done. You just it's an easy process to register your songs and, fill out whatever information that you need, like who wrote it. If it's you, great. If you're the only artist, great. That way, if anything does land on a commercial, land on a TV show, they can then collect those royalties for you and get you a paycheck.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know.
So it's pretty cool.
Um, well, that's good that I signed up for that.
Yeah.
I think that one time you said it, and I said, "Oh, maybe I should," and then I found it, and then I said, "Oh, let's just do it
Hmm.
and
Yep.
see what happens."
It's a good one. It's a good thing to do.
Um, but yeah, it's just excited for these lyric videos to come out. Well, I just released the other one, Beautiful Girl. That one's up um, on YouTube, and I was excited for that one to come out because I was waiting for somebody to do it.
Mhm.
Um, so then I have the other ones, but I'm trying to figure out what I wanted them to look like. Um, you know, it's I guess trying to figure out what you want in a song or in the sound, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's cool. You're doing all the things, you're doing all the right things. And again, it's just about being creative and you're already creating the art. So that's the biggest part of the battle, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing that.
Well, I'm thinking of doing a benefit for Best Buddies in next year,
Cool.
and gonna try to get some local bands together, see if they're interested.
That sounds great.
It- Just getting the word out because it's a part of the group and it's just needs to have more people involved.
Sure.
And I miss the music, going to shows and meeting people. Haven't seen them in the like the people that hung out years ago. I don't see them that often because
Yeah.
you just go to shows and you see them, but you just nobody does really live shows really anymore. Besides, if you just want to get outside
Hmm.
to bars, but I don't really want to. But I mean, doing a lot of therapy to get my legs back in the groove again, but it's gonna take a little longer to get my feet back up in the move again.
Yeah.
But it's just it's hard, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. Sure, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I have good therapy people that come to the house
That's
and
good.
and work with me on walking, um, just playing with my feet, feet,
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
and just trying to get that, you know. But it's tough, but I get it's getting there.
Mhm. For sure.
You have any plans this weekend?
This weekend, it's pretty chill for the most part, except for tomorrow is Dave's and my 10-year wedding anniversary.
That's
So
exciting.
that's super cool. And we're not like going out anywhere because, COVID still and stuff.
Yeah,
But we're just really excited that, we're at the 10-year mark. That's pretty cool for both of us. And um, we're, exchanging our gifts, and we're going to do like an outdoor picnic date after Eliza goes down and watch our wedding video and go through old wedding photos, which we never do. Like that's not a thing for us. We're not like those. Like I don't think either of us have ever actually watched our wedding video. We got it, and I checked to make sure that there was video footage on it. I'm like, oh, that looks good, but we never like really watched it
yeah,
together. So I think that'll be fun to do 10 years later. We're gonna like build a fire outside, and you know, I got all the food stuff, and we get to open a bottle of wine that we were given 10 years ago that we've held on to this long. Um, so that's gonna be a lovely date night tomorrow. And then, like I said, we're gonna go look for pumpkins on Saturday with, you know, Eliza. And then every Saturday is our pizza movie night. So we will do pizza and a movie. We're not quite sure what the movie's going to be yet, but maybe something Halloween-y for Eliza, but of course child appropriate. And then we're in football season. So Dave and I play fantasy football. And so we watch football all day on Saturday or on Sunday and get competitive with the rest of our fantasy league. So that's what I'm doing this weekend.
Does Eliza know what she wants to be for Halloween this year?
Yes, she does.
Is it a secret or what?
I'll tell you. She wants to be she said a cowboy.
Oh,
So, and I think it's just because she has this cowboy outfit that is absolutely too small for her, but she still loves it. She just wants to wear that. So, yeah, a cowboy. Very cute.
are
So she's
you
got.
gonna are you gonna dress up?
I normally do, but this year, my intention, assuming everything goes well, re-COVID, I will actually be in New York City for Halloween going to one of my best friend's weddings. So I'm very excited. Um, his wedding is going to be a 1920s speakeasy masquerade theme on Halloween. So Eliza will be with my parents, and Dave and I will be in New York, assuming everything goes well. So
Well, that's exciting. She wants to be a cowboy.
yeah, yeah, she wants to be a cowboy. So she's got her pink boots, her little pink costume, cowboy costume, and a cowboy hat. So
But you'll be seeing a lot of pictures from her.
oh yeah, for sure, 100%. It's pretty cute.
I don't know what the boys are gonna be for Halloween this year.
Well, I mean, knowing Eliza, she says she wants to be a cowboy now, but then you get to actual Halloween and she'll probably decide to be Elsa again, which for like
Yeah, that's 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 the hot. I think the hot spot that everybody wants to be
yes.
Elsa or
I'm like,
princess or
yeah, you come up with a new idea, and then we get to Halloween. She's like, no, I want to be Elsa, and I'm like, damn it, baby, no,
I mean,
again.
just I mean, I don't know. They like princesses. They like kings. I guess I don't know what they want.
It's Fantasyland, so I get it.
I guess I don't know. Girls, it can be girls. They can
Hmm.
be anything they want to be.
That's true. Very true.
But it's a lot of work, though.
Yes, but it's fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, I get a lot of things done this weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but besides baking, but
That's good stuff.
hopefully my sister comes by and brings my cookie, my brownie pan over. I don't know.
Nice.
Um, but she's excited for the baby to come. So everybody's excited to see a new baby in the family.
I'm sure. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah. Um, I don't think I'll dress up this year. I never did. Well, I did in college, but because I had parties to go to, but I don't think I'm not. I don't know. I guess I could be a cookie. I don't know.
Yeah, I love to dress up. I mean, I'll probably dress up like 4 different times, throughout the month. I love it. Give me an excuse. I'll dress up.
I mean, I do have a cookie costume that I wore when I was in Delaware at the time,
Do
but I can't. I don't know if where it is. Somewhere in my closet, somewhere
and
packed up in boxes.
like add something to it, add some sprinkles to it, or you know, dress it
Or
up.
draw some sprinkles on it.
Mhm.
It looks like a real cookie though.
That's awesome.
I kind of was looking online a long time ago out on different parents blogs or whatever, and they were wearing cookie outfits. I said, "Oh, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I should do that." So then I ordered a cookie on Amazon, and then it came to me. I said, "Okay, well, that's great." Then I was a chef for 2 years because I had um the red jackets,
Hmm.
and then I don't know. When I was younger, I was Michael Jackson,
Yep.
and then that kind of dialed down to being a chef and a cookie. Um, but hopefully, I don't know what else would be this year besides a cookie or something else. Well, my apartment doesn't get um, trick or treaters,
Neither does ours. Our place doesn't either. So
but mostly they go to like a church, like trunk or treat or something. But it's mostly just seeing the family on Halloween or something,
yeah.
or they come out, or kids come out or something. I don't know. They just find different things to do, I guess. So, so that's I'm excited for that.
It'll be fun.
Well, what time is it? Oh, it's still. So you have do you have any fun things you like to do with your husband on Halloween beside like on Halloween? Or like does he like writing music too? Like on with you?
He does. So, well, I mean, we do lots of fun things together. So, in terms of like, our interests are very different. The ways that we're similar is that we're both musicians. He's an unbelievable songwriter. I love his music. I love playing music with him. I ask him advice all the time on my music. He's incredible. So, the music element, we're very similar. Um, the horror Halloween element, we are very different. He cannot stand horror movies. He is not a fan of Halloween. He tolerates my love of Halloween and he'll occasionally watch a horror movie with me. But yeah, I would just say that it's patience that he has with my Halloween love. Um, Before COVID, I guess the last big party we had for Halloween was in 2018. Um, we had a huge, we were having, well, we had frequent, huge Halloween parties. Like where we would flip our home upside down to turn it into a haunted house. And every year it would have a theme. So we had like the New Orleans voodoo theme or circus theme. We had haunted housewarming when we moved houses. And I have a group of friends that are all into Halloween. We'll decorate for like 6 weeks prior to Halloween to decorate everything. I mean, every little corner has something Halloween related. And it drives him nuts. He tolerates it, but he's like, oh my gosh, I just want my house back. um, so, we haven't, we didn't do it in 2019 just because we were busy with family related stuff. And then obviously 2020, COVID. And we won't be doing it this year because we will be in New York with Jazz. But we're hopeful that maybe in 2022 we'll be able to bring back the Halloween party. I don't know what the theme will be yet, but I miss the Halloween party a lot. So, and I think that he's at the point now where he's like, okay, I just miss having people over. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
down to, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
So have you been designing new bolo ties and
Yes,
um
yes,
hang things?
oh yes. So I actually posted a bunch of new bolos on Etsy. I still need to take pictures of a bunch of new ones and put them up. And I've actually I would turn my computer around, but I've got a gajillion things plugged in. But I have two dream catchers hanging up right in front of me that I'm finishing up. One is going for a friend for her birthday, and the other one is going for an auction for my stepmom's 501c3 called Fluff, where it's cat rescue. And then I've got like a stack of hula hoops over here to do more dream catchers. So yeah, I'm always doing the crafting. Always. If I've got free time and I'm not doing music, it's bolos and dream catchers.
Do you have like a favorite song you like to listen to when you're crafting?
I have playlists, I would say, not necessarily songs. And I go through phases. One of my favorite playlists that I go to on Spotify a lot is the chill tracks because it's just kind of mellow,
Yeah.
but still upbeat, so I can work to it. Um, I listen to a lot of Christine and the Queens and Gordy and I mean, there's so many I can't even list them all, but just a lot of Imogen Heap still. I listen to, I go back to old school Tori Amos. I listen to a lot of my indie friends stuff. I was listening to Rachel F over the past couple of days, a ton. So it just kind of varies. I have a lot of singer songwriter friends that I listen to a lot on Bandcamp when I work. So it just depends. Depends on the mood.
Yeah. I was listening to my Amazon device this today and yesterday, and just listening to the radio because sometimes I listen to WVUD.
Mhm.
They don't really play really good music, but that's what WVUD is. It's just, I mean, more when it's in the morning, I guess they don't play it. They mostly play oldies, but I guess I do miss having my show on there. So it's like all the good music that's playing on the air. But I haven't really haven't done any interview playlists recently because there's no music. It's hard to find new music to get on a show. It's just like playing repeats and repeats of the old kind of music that, I mean, I do love it, but I just want new music to play. But it's hard, not a lot of people sending music out or doing music.
I need to send you some of the people that I know because I think I've told you I host an online open mic on Mondays, and every single person that's on that open mic is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love their music. I love their songwriting. I'm just blown away by them constantly. And I could send you all of their music. They're on Spotify, they're on Bandcamp, they're on SoundCloud, all the various platforms. Rachel is on that with me a lot. Um, but I mean, I wouldn't even, I could give you like 15 just right off the top of my head. You know, it's just so much good music. Um, and all of them would love and appreciate support, you know,
Yeah.
from somebody else. So I'd be happy to send you lists of names. And if you just remind me, I will send it to you on Instagram and be like, check out this person, this person, this person, this person.
Well, I've interviewed a while back ago. Um, I think his name is Mike. Mikey, no, Mike. I don't know. He did your some of your songs, um, produced them. Um,
You produced my songs?
yeah.
Are you talking about Mark Allen?
Uh, no, the other one. Mike. He did the Mikey or something. Not Mikey.
There was Nathan Rosenberg who produced songs. There's Dan McLaughlin who produced songs. There's Ryan Yeomans who's produced oh, Mackay. Are you talking about Mackay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Mackay. He did the remix stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he's wonderful.
I did that interview a while back ago.
Hmm. Yeah, Mackay's lovely. Love him so much. Wonderful human. But I mean, seriously, I could probably give you at least 50 to 100 names of people to check out that are just like, will blow your mind. They'll just blow your mind.
Please do.
I absolutely will.
I've been seeing on on your window. I've been seeing people just driving by.
Oh, yeah. That's my street down there. Belmont Park Terrace down there. What up? Just people driving by, going home from work.
Do you get a lot of people driving by mostly in the night?
Mostly during traffic times, like first thing in the morning or, you know, rush hour at night. Ours is a cut through street, so people just trying to get home.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like a crazy busy street otherwise.
Well, the only time when I listen to it, I have the street up because it's a hill, but I hear sirens go off in the like during the day or during the night. It's kind of freaky, um, but you know, it's or I see it lights flickering.
Mhm.
But when it's the game, like the football stadium, you can hear the fireworks going off,
Oh yeah. Yep.
or um, there's a party that I'm not invited to, or just just interesting things going on.
Yep.
But just last weekend I was watching the game and we did not win.
Hmm.
Um, the Chiefs didn't do that great,
Yeah.
but once in a while I watch the game. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I mean, if it's something else to watch, I guess I'll watch it.
Oh yeah, it's like Dave's favorite thing. So we watch it because he loves it. So I'll watch it with him to spend time with him. And
I
then he'll
mean,
watch.
there's some good people on there, like um a guy that's from Kansas City that's very popular. His face is on everything.
I don't know the team. Is it Tom Brady? I don't know.
Well,
Aaron
it's
Rodgers. I don't.
it's some random guy. I forget his name, but he's just his face is on cookies and um, just on blankets, and
know.
it's just weird.
I don't know.
But I guess he's a very popular player in the game in Kansas City game.
Kansas City. Okay.
But it's kind of everybody loves him. I mean, he's a popular. He just he lives. One of the guys from the Kansas City Chiefs. he lives like down the street from my mom's house.
Mhm.
So that's because he's a very known person, I guess.
I mean, Dave would know it in a second. I don't know the players' names well enough to be able to call it, but Dave would be like, "Oh, you're talking about blah 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 blah," and he would.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully. I don't know a lot of people that play the football. I just say, the Chiefs, listen to the Chiefs or the basketball, the Jayhawks or something. But those are the only things I would watch.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm okay
Yeah,
listening to music. I would be, or movies, I guess.
same, 100%. I can do without sports if I had music and movies.
Wow. You have anything you want to share before we?
I don't think so. I mean, you know everything. You know everything about
Um,
me already. I've got new music in the works. You know about Matriarch. You know about the music videos. You know about my bolo ties. You know everything. So, unless there's something else you want to know about me, which I'm an open book, I don't think I have anything else.
um,
You know it all.
I guess I do. And
We've been friends for a long time, so you know it.
yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen you live.
I
Are you gonna
know.
do any new like online shows?
I need to. I've been really lackadaisical about that, and I need to fix that. I don't know why I haven't done more of them, but I will. I really need to. Mark my words, before the end of the year, I will 100% do a live show online. A live show.
Or a video? You can post a video. I don't.
Yeah, I need to. I really need to. I need to do a live stream because I've been meaning to do it anyway. And I've got time to do it. I just don't. It's like the night times are always tough. So maybe I'll just do it like in the middle of the day. Like Eliza's at school, live stream. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would be give you a little time to be by yourself and just be in the piano room or whatever your studio.
I think I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll do it next week. You never know. It's October. I get like juiced in October because it's like my favorite month. So maybe we'll do some more Halloween shows where we play songs and talk horror movies. I did that last year and it went over really well. So maybe I'll do it again.
I do remember that.
That was so fun. That was so fun. So many people like brought up horror movies, and it was just great to have the chat. It's like a podcast slash show. So maybe I'll do that again.
It's exciting.
So he planted a bug in my brain. I think I'll do it.
I think everybody would love it.
I think I'm gonna do it. Maybe each show will discuss another potential double feature. Because that's one of my favorite things about movies is when you have a double feature. Like you watch one movie and then you immediately watch another. So maybe I'll pair up some horror movies that you should like watch one, and then this is the one you should watch next,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about it. Well, I've enjoyed
Well,
this very
well,
much.
it's been. Thank you for doing this with me again.
Always,
And I love doing these little things with you,
I will
like
always do.
catching up and seeing
Hey,
what's on your side of the end.
yeah, same here. I love it. So let's do it again soon.
I I I'm on it.
Cool. Well, thank you for having me as always.
And keep on sending me that stuff. And when you have time, you can send it over.
I will send you that list of amazing artists to listen to. Get ready. They're good. So
Thanks.
I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon too. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.